वर्धितमस्तु Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Okay. Om Rajjurupe Pariඥāte Sarpakandam na tishtati Adhisthāne tattvajñāte Prapancha shunyatām gataha. Technical. Rajjurupe, Rajjuswarupe Pariඥāte sati in the Brahmasthala, in the place where there is an erroneous perception, a mistake committed. In that place, Brahmastale, there is only an object. So that object is not understood as it is. If it is a rope, rope is not understood as rope. But rope as an object is evident. And therefore, in an evident object alone, you can commit a mistake. Something is taken for something else. As object it is known. That it is rope is not known. And in the place of rope, a snake is seen. And therefore, once the Rajju Rupa, the object that it is Rajju, that it is rope, is understood Pariඥāte, when it is understood, then Sarpakandaha, Sarpakandam na tishtati, Sarpabhramam na tishtati. The error that it is Sarpa, that it is a serpent, cannot stay, doesn't stay. In the wake of knowledge of what is not, which was perceived as though it was existent, rolls away, na tishtati, doesn't exist. So too, tatha. So too, adhisthāne jñāte. You see prapancha. Prapancha is what you see and the one who sees. Who is the object? Who is the subject? The world is object. I wish it is always object for you. You become the subject. Everybody calls you hey. And you also say hi. And therefore, two hellos are there. The phone from this side, hello, and that fellow says hello. So two hellos are there. For the other fellow, you are hallowed. And you are hallowing that fellow. Okay? Both have a hello, Both have a hello in the beginning and then hello. This is a hello. So this is subject object. You are an object for every passing bug. And therefore you are an object. So some of them leave you alone. That is out of some good luck and out of their mercy. They leave you. It's not that they can't get you. So sometimes they leave you alone and you don't fall sick, others fall sick. Therefore, remember, you are an object. And you are the subject also. Kabhi subject, kabhi object. And therefore, this is a confusion. The confusion is called the samsara. I am both the subject and object. As object I get hurt, as a subject I hurt others. I do my little bit of contribution to the world, okay? So I do my bit. And so everybody contributes to the maximum bankruptcy. Now the Congress or whatever, that the Senate I think has rejected the news. They rejected the package. Yeah, and the stocks are nosedive. They are waiting for something to nosedive, something to happen. Now Aparoksha Anubhuti you can't hear properly. Maybe this is the right time to hear, okay? So at least I am saying Atma is wonderful. Okay? So this is nothing else is wonderful. Only Atma is wonderful at all times. So here, this prapancha, the subject-object prapancha, called prapancha, this dual world, is only when the adhisthana is not known. I used the word adhisthānam before. The idam is adhara. That idam aham is the adhara. I am, no problem. What I am is the problem. So that part of it which is not known is adhisthana. That I am is not adhisthana. That I am is adhara. That I am becomes self-evident and therefore it is available for committing a mistake. So you commit the mistake because the locus is evident. Either the locus is self-evident or it becomes evident to the self. You can commit a mistake on an object which has become evident to you, but not quite totally. And therefore what is not totally understood but evident as an object can be mistaken for another. And mistake can happen only if the person is known to you. There is no mistake in the person. I mean, mistake in identifying the person, it is the same person. You identify all right, but the person is mistaken for attitudes which have nothing to do with the person. Mistaken for actions which were not done by the person. So that is partial mistake more deadly than the other sometimes. In all transference is what takes place. And therefore, all these are projections. Then the adhisthana to whatever that was not understood, and in its place, not understood place, what stands is a misunderstanding. And misunderstanding goes in the wake of the adhisthana, the knowledge of the adhisthana. Therefore, adhisthane, that is the Atma, Brahman, pariyate, tattvajñāne, pariyate, well understood, prapanchaha shunyatam gataha. In that Atma, you don't see a prapanchata. The prapancha that you were troubled by, the subject was troubling, the subject is troubled by the prapancha. And therefore the subject is a part of the prapancha. The subject-object both resolve into one vastu. Prapanchaha shunyatam gataha. The prapancha is not anywhere found in the Atma. You search for the prapancha. In the Atma, there is only Atma. Prouda, correct? From the standpoint of the Atma, in the rope you can't even imagine a snake sitting somewhere. Suppose you have got a dog, and which has got the scent very, very well. I mean, which can easily pick up the scent. And suppose you saw a snake on a rope. And then there are a few ropes are there. Which rope you saw the snake, you got a doubt. See, I am creating now an example. So there were a few pieces of rope, and one of them was taken by you, a snake. And you are a policeman, and who has got a dog squad, and you are in charge of one dog. Dog is a corporal or whatever. And this fellow is a very good in picking up the scent. And ask that fellow, so where was this snake? Which rope? Take that fellow. If the snake was sitting upon the rope, after snake has gone away, there should be some smell left behind by the departed snake, and the rope should smell, and this smelling dog should be able to, this is a police dog, and should be able to pick up that smell. Can? Gandhopi na vidyate. Even a scent is an expression in Sanskrit. There is not a whiff of a snake. Even smell doesn't exist. Gandhopi na vidyate. It's gone for good. Because it's a projected snake. Nothing to do with rope. Therefore, shunyatam gataha. The prapancha has nothing to do with the vastu. In the vastu there is no prapancha. Which prapancha? So Mahatmas in Sarishikesh asked like that. Maharaj ji, aapka anugrah chahiye. Maharaj ji, we want the address, the way at the address. Aapka anugrah, upadesh chahiye. Your upadesha, your teaching, your grace, blessing. Please tell us something. The man asked, "Aapko kya chahiye?" What is it you want? ये माया में ढूंढता हूँ, माया का दूर करना. Please help me get rid of Maya. I am going round and round in this Maya. This is Prauda Vedanta. I've been telling you what is Prauda. The whole thing is Prauda. Prauda Vedanta. Maya किधर है? कि माया किधर है? मैं तो देखता हूँ माया कुछ नहीं है, आप ही है. स्टाइल अब तो है. क्या माया किधर है? You can't say what he says is not right. But if you ask him any Vedanta question, he cannot answer. But he can answer one way. You ask him Maya. So this prapancha, this world, how it has come from Brahma? क्या बात करते हैं? प्रपंच किधर है? Where is the world you are talking about? ये तो है ना, है. क्या है? है तो आप है. What is there is only you. Where is prapancha? Don't know the prapancha, all this आप है. All these are you only. Where is prapancha? What can you answer? What can you talk to him? You can't ask any more question. Then ये तो बड़े महात्मा है. It's called Tor's Vedanta. They say Tor's Vedanta. But what is said is true, you know. Satyam Brahman. Brahmani, the Vishwa is not there, the world is not there. And therefore he continues, Dehasyapi prapanchatvat prārabdhavastati kutaha ajñāni jana bodhartam prārabdhaṃ bhakti vaishrutihi. When prapancha is not there, the prapancha is made up of 5 elements. The elements are not there in Brahman, Atma. Then where would be elementals? The Deha is elemental, made up of elements. When the basic properties, substances, what we call these bhutas, panchabhutas, the 5 elements, they are not there. Then put together this body, how it is going to be? Dehasyapi prapanchatvat. Even the body is included in the prapancha, in the world. The delusion is that I am different from the prapancha. But in fact, you dismiss part of the prapancha as not you, and a small part of it as you, to become small, as you. And therefore you become small. Like the owner of a flat in Bombay. Bombay, they call an apartment a flat. The flat life is a flat life. They live in the flat. It is a flat life, 200 feet, 200 square feet, 300 square feet, 500 square feet, and 600 square feet, 1000 square feet, 2000 square feet means bada aadmi hai. So these are still flat. It's a flat line. You don't own the ground. The ground, the land you don't own. You cannot own. Down below there are 10 fellows. There are 10 floors. You are on the 11th floor. 10 floors are down below. And these 10 fellows own the same land. Same land. You don't own even the land belonging to the, down under your bathroom. And so all of them are owning. Same thing is owned by 10 fellows. So what is it you are owning? But I am the owner of the apartment. So only the declaration is I am not the owner of other apartments. That is the declaration. Other apartments in the building, other buildings in the street, other streets in the locality, and all the localities, areas in the city, all cities and towns in the country, all countries in the continent, all continents on the planet, and all the planets in the system, all the system in the universe. What is it you are owning? Flat. It's over. This is the flat. The flat you are owning. This is silly fellow. And the floor doesn't belong to him, which is the ceiling of the other fellow down. And the ceiling doesn't belong to him. That is the floor of the fellow above. What is it you are owning? Right wall is the left wall of the other fellow, and the left wall is the right wall of the other fellow. What is it you are owning? What is your owning? That's all. What a funny fellow. That's why it's flat life. And so the whole world is prapancha, this is me. And you become small. Without anybody calling you a small fellow, insignificant, useless, and all that. You are a nobody. Without anybody telling, the world also not telling, by saying this is me, you become small. This is called Dvaita. This is the Dvaita. Dvaitadhi bhayam bhavati. And you become small and you become persecuted. A sense of persecution all the time. Everybody is after me. I am alone. This is from childhood, we have this sense. Include this in the prapancha. This is prapancha. You objectify this as you objectify everything else. So this is also included in the prapancha. And the prapancha is not there in the vastu. In the adhisthana there is no prapancha, there is no jagat. And therefore, prārabdha is for what? When the whole prapancha is not there, and your body is included in the prapancha, you are talking of a prārabdha for your body. What is it you are talking? A logic for proving the existence of a non-existent nonsense, okay? So this is, you are trying to prove, logically we have to prove. What? Logically, in the vastu it is not there at all. Where there is logic? Prauda, understand? This prauda, we can do better than all these fellows. This is called prauda. Where is what? The whole prapancha is not there, the body is not there. Body is a part of the prapancha. Then you are talking about prārabdha, sanchita, and agami. Therefore, all this, then what about prapanchatvat prārabdhavastati kutaha? Prārabdhasya avastatihi kutaha? Where is the status for prārabdha? There is no status for prārabdha. But then the Shruti points out, correct? Shruti Shrutihi Bhakti. Shruti says this. So what about Shruti saying that until the person, the karma exhausts itself, the body continues to be Chandogya Shruti. So what about the Shruti? Talking about prārabdha. That is, he says, Ajñāni jana bodhartam prārabdhaṃ bhakti vaishrutihi. Ajñāni jana bodhartam. Bodhartam for the purpose of the teaching. Who? The Ajñāni janas. People who do not understand this. Therefore, we divide. There are three types of karma. This, that, and this is the model of samsara, prakriya. And therefore, everything is okay as long as your ignorance continues. It's all valid. So, ajñāni jana bodhartam shrutihi bhakti. It doesn't really establish prārabdha as a vestige of karma, continues to bother you. It's not. But it's only from the standpoint of the body, you can say prārabdha. I think, but Atma doesn't have prārabdha. Muhammad Yusuf. Correct? Yeah. Understand Muhammad Yusuf? Muhammad Yusuf married 3 wives, planning for the 4th and passed away. Who became the first widow? That is, remember that. Yeah. I will say Muhammad Yusuf out, that's all. Then every argument all comes. This is called sutra. The sutras are written only like this. Whole set of arguments will come along with that sutra. When we mention this sutra, Athato Brahma Jignasa, one sutra. Thereafter, therefore, a desire to know Brahman. Now, in my mind, before me, my mental vision, the whole arguments are standing. Days it will take. That's called sutra. So you will also say now, Muhammad Yusuf. So whole arguments. That's why we maintain the same name, Devadatta. Part. Same argument we retain, so that all arguments will come, same example. We retain, not for want of another example. We don't need any part to show. You yourself is enough. And therefore, we don't need part. So anybody who is sitting in front of you is enough. And so we can really point out. But part, we maintain that because all the arguments will come along with part. What is Satyam, what is Mithya? Whole Vedanta will come. Maintain the part. If you want a person, Devadatta. A second person, Yajnadatta. A third person, Somadatta. Fourth person, Datta. Fifth person, you. So this, we don't need fifth person. We need only 3 maximum. In Sanskrit, plural is 3. That's why we need 3. Plural is 3. And 2 is only dual. Plural is 3. Therefore, we need 3 fellows. we maintain the same names. The tradition, the maintenance is done. And they will say like Ghatavat. Here it's going to be said, we will see that. Kshiyante chasya karmani tasmin drishte paravare bahutvam tannishedhartam shrutya geetam cha yatsputam. Even though in one place the Upanishad mentions the body continues to live, the jiva continues to live with this body for a length of time, is called vimuktaha. Vimuktascha vimuchyate. Vimuktaha sanna vimuchyate. Living he is free, and then afterwards he gets freed from the body also. And the body has got a seeming limitation. Seeming limitation, some back pain, ityadi will be there. This is prārabdha. And prārabdhaṃ iha bhujyatāṃ ata parabrahmatmana sthiyatāṃ. These kind of verses are there in the tradition. That is understood by us. But never go away with the idea that there is something still to be exhausted. If you know the Vastu is free from prapancha, which includes this body. Therefore, all karmas are gone. All karmas are gone. And that all karmas go away. That is pointed out in the Shruti. Vidyate hridaya grantihi. Mundakopanishad. Vidyate hridaya grantihi. Chidyante sarva samshayaha. Kshiyante chasya karmani. Tasmin drishte paravare. Mundaka. Tasmin drishte. Tasmin jnate. When that vastu is known, when the Atma vastu is no more an object of confusion, tasmin drishte. So what kind of vastu? Paravare, that which is para, and avara, that which is the cause, that which is the effect. So this cause effect, one vastu, all that is here is one vastu. This vastu that is Atma is known, drishte, jnate. When it is known, what happens? Hridaya grantihi vidyate. This I not is resolved. A knot you wanted to resolve, you didn't get the hang of it. But now the knot is not there. Knot is gone. Vidyate hridaya grantihi. This Atma was taken as good as this body, mind, sense complex, bound together. And the hridaya is aham. Granthi is a tie, a tying knot. Somehow with karma and everything I was caught here. This is called ignorance, avidya. And then due to that ahankara, then afterwards desires, and therefore karma, and therefore results. And the results again give you janma. Janma means birth, then again bind, then this bondage. Bondage means this much I am is the bondage. Don't think there is any bondage or anything. I am only this much. That is bondage. Because you want to become big. And so that's how big you will become. How big will you become? Suppose your finger has got a swelling, whitlow. They call it whitlow. Some swelling here. Because of some infection, some swelling is there. How big it will swell? Viralaktanta vikam na. So, how big it will swell? This big it will swell? No. Only, so big, if it becomes like a small lemon, and that is a very big thing. Yeah. So it can't become a soccer ball. Not even a golf ball. Somewhere around. So that's all. If your fingers swells only that much. And if you become, suppose the person becomes little flabby, big, like a sumo wrestler. And sumo wrestler walking will be very interesting. And this sumo wrestler also has got a size. Sumo wrestler means not that you have to look at him like this. So no, not at all. That much alone, otherwise you will burst, I tell you. So only that much. He has got a certain size, nothing more. How big you will become? You want to become big. This is the limitation. All because of hridaya granthi, avidya, kama, karma. These strands, 3 strands of this rope. Kama includes ahankara, aham karta. So karma, karma phala. Karma means karma phala. So avidya, ahankara and karma phala. These 3 bind you to this body. But once you know, it is like waking up from the dream. Hridaya granthi falls apart. Vidyate hridaya granthi. Doubts, all kinds of doubts. Is this true? Do you say Atma is like this? Then what about my previous karma phalas? Sanchita karma, agami karma, what will happen to that? The prārabdha, how long will it last? Who is experiencing prārabdha? Whether it is Satchidananda or it is the Jiva, and the Jiva is Satchidananda or Satchidananda is Jiva. So this you can keep on talking. So doubt, endless doubts. Kya baat hai? So who experiences this? It's all, who experiences ahankara? Why ahankara? Avidya. How did avidya come? Avidya didn't come. It didn't come means it is eternal. It is eternal. Then it won't go. Yes, it won't go. Then why are you teaching? No, for those people it will go. Or you are accusing me that my avidya will not go. I didn't say that. You say it's eternal, what can I do? So, so when you sit there in my class, you think avidya will go. That is why you are sitting. Now you inform me my avidya won't go. Avidya is for whom? Whoever is asking the question, he has got ajnanam. And he has the ignorance and he is asking me the question. Therefore I tell you the answer. I say avidya is anadi, it doesn't begin. But if it doesn't begin, it will never end. That is not the rule, okay? Certain things don't begin but end. Like ignorance. The ends. And ignorance born also. There is no beginning but ends. And this avidya belongs to whom? This is a question. After asking, you can look around. this avidya belongs to jiva or it belongs to Atma? What are question? Then what do you want to accomplish? If it belongs to jiva, jiva is having avidya or avidya is the mother of jiva. Oh, avidya is the mother of jiva. If avidya is mother of jiva, before jiva came, avidya was there? Yes. Then avidya belongs to, how can you say avidya belongs to jiva? Okay, avidya should belong to Atma. Before Atma became jiva, avidya should belong to Atma. If avidya belongs to Atma, I must address the Atma, not jiva. You are talking to me. Atma doesn't know any language. Do you know that? So Atma doesn't know any language. Therefore you are talking to me. How it will reach Atma? And that's why any amount of listening, nothing happens to it. Because Atma doesn't listen. And the jiva is listening, goes on listening. And thank God there are 2 ears. And they are parallel. In between there is nothing obstructing. And therefore, whatever comes this way, it goes that way. Whatever comes that way, it goes this way. It's gone. It's a clean ventilation. I keep my mind always clean. Swami, you said you must come with a clean, open mind. And I remain always open. I remain open. Now I need not even remain open. Why? Because Atma doesn't hear at all. See, what are questions? Therefore I say, this jiva is Atma. If jiva is Atma, then Atma is jiva. Need not be. Atma is not jiva. That is the teaching. If Atma is jiva, why I don't know? It is myself after all. What denies me? Whatever denies you, that is called ajnanam. Okay? That is called ajnanam. Whatever denies you, that is called ajnanam. It will go away in the wake of knowledge. Buddhi is given for that. Otherwise, you don't need buddhi. If you know everything, then you don't need buddhi. If you don't know only, you need buddhi. And buddhi is a faculty of knowing. And it is given to you. And that will take care of it. Then Ananda is an experience, or it is Swarupa, is another question. And the Srishti, is it Mithya, or it is Satyam? Different questions are there. All these questions, how long, he says, up to your knowing. After knowing, there will be no questions. Not with reference to Vastu. Then what kind of questions will be there? You will be asking how to open this particular gadget, whatever that you have, how to fix it up. That can be ajnana. That is called thula jnanam. Object-wise, but not vastu-wise. Vastu is only one. There cannot be ajnanam left out. It is one non-dual. Some property is known, some property is not known. Like that, it is not, there are no spare parts. It is import-type, partless one, non-dually whole. And therefore, that is the only thing you can know. There is no other knowledge is possible. Because every other thing has got so many other things to be known. In one thing, 100 million things are to be known. and therefore give up, then only one thing you can know. That which is partless and that which is self-evident and that is you all the time. You cannot miss it, and therefore only one knowledge is there, abaditam. Not subject to negation, not subject to improvement, not subject to loss, not fraught with doubt. Want anything more? There's only one knowledge. Baki sab vyavaharartha. Every other knowledge is vyavahara, for vyavahara. Just kaam chalane ke liye. Just to get things done, and then that's all. It's all video games. And so, and just this entertainment. You challenge yourself some Sudoku. And therefore, kṣīyante chāsya. Then what is said here? Vidyate hridaya grantihi, chidyante sarva samshayaha, cha, and asya, for this person, kṣīyante. What kṣīyante? Are exhausted. What? Not exhausted. All of them dry up. What are they? Sarva karmani. All karmas plural. Karmani is plural. He says this plural is sanchitam, accumulated, time deposit, the old accumulated karma. Then prārabdhaṃ, second wife. And the third one, agami kriyamanam. Third, all the three kṣīyante. Plural. The plural includes prārabdha. Even though traditionally we say sanchita goes away because there is no individual anymore, that account closed. Guptaji removes the file. Chitragupta, the original accountant, he removes the file. Therefore, one account is over. And there is nobody to claim. All the karmas, sanchita karma, the agami karma, but prārabdha continues, therefore he lives. This is the classical explanation. Prauda is, even that doesn't belong to Atma. Therefore the word used here plural. Plural means three things minimum. Sanchitam, then prārabdhaṃ, as well as saga. Therefore he says here, kṣīyante chāsya karmāni tasmin drishte paravare tad nishedārtam bahutvam śrutya gītam. Sputam, yat sputam gītam. Very clearly it is mentioned by the Shruti, Mundaka Shruti, Atharva Veda. What? Bahutvam mentioned, the plural word is mentioned, karmani. Bahutvam mentioned. It includes prārabdha. Otherwise, bahuvachanam, plural you can't use. And therefore, plural word is used because it includes prārabdhaṃ. Therefore, Shrutya Gītam, Sputam Gītam, very clearly it is mentioned. Don't you see that? He says. And why it is Bahutvam is mentioned, plural is mentioned? Because tannishedārtam. That prārabdha karma may belong to Atma iti, that is to be negated. And therefore any such buddhi one has that notion. In order to negate that notion, prārabdha notion, as something that is still left over, nishedārtam. Never there was karma for Atma, never there will be any karma for Atma. Nitya asanga. Uninvolved is Atma. In fact, he is teaching about the asangatvam of the Atma. Uchyate jñairbaladuchai. No. Uchyate jñairbaladuchai tat tadanartadvayagamaha vedantam atahanam cha tamatahanam cha yato jnanamiti śrutihi. Uchyate. What ujñate, uchyate? Ajñaihi balat cha etate anartadvaya agamaha. Suppose ajñaihi, by the ignorant, balat adamantly. Some people are adamantine. They don't give up. So repeatedly not seeing what we are saying, there is prārabdhaṃ. Yet this, by prārabdhaṃ, there is prārabdhaṃ for the Atma iti, by the ignorant, balat adamantly keep on. Suppose this is said, etat vidyate iti, this prārabdhaṃ vidyate, even jnānādurdhvaṃ, after the knowledge also, this prārabdhaṃ continues. If anybody were to say repeatedly, then anartadvayasya agamaha. Do you know what happened? All the time what you have been teaching, and that will be destroyed. You say Atma is Advaya, non-dual. So non-dual Atma, non-dual Vastu, knowing which one Brahmavid apnoti param, the knower of Atma, the big, this means the one who knows Brahman, Atma is Brahman, is sarvam samashrute. He is all. And sarvan kāman samashrute. Everything he gains everything because he is all. Like this we have got Shruti. Shruti points out there is only one Vastu. That is non-dual, that is you, therefore you are Purnam Brahma, you are the whole. Now if you have got one more thing called prārabdhaṃ, along with Atma, there are two things now. This is one Hani. Vedanta Mata Hani. Vedanta is Advaitam. And if that is not accepted, it is Vedanta Mata Hani. Anir moksha prasanga. Before studying the Veda, you knew that you are small and you are one among the many. You are the humble, simple fellow. And this humble, simple continues to be. After studying Vedanta, what did you get? I am different. You are different. God is different. Now I didn't know whether God was different or not. Now I am very clear. God is different. He has got his own place. And you have to go, you have to make a plan, tourism plan, and go to God and sit around him. until he tells you, get out again. So be born as a turtle, okay? And so you don't move here, and all right, there at least go and move a little bit. Because the fellow is sent down. Because how long you can sit around God? Bore ho jata hai. Either you get bored or he gets bored. I am sure he will get bored. If he is not easily, if he is not someone who cannot get bored, he won't create this kind of a world. And therefore, the varieties he has created because he gets bored. Therefore, he creates something else. Nothing happens means at least some kind of an earthquake or something. Kuch na kuch. A new system, new black hole, new one star, old star burns itself. And kuch na kuch karte rehte hain. And therefore he gets bored easily. And if you sit around him, he is not available for you. He has got jobs to do. And therefore he has to clear a lot of people out. And he has to bail some people out. And therefore, so now the bailing out is not possible, I think. He has to do a lot of things. Yeah, he's a busy man. And you go on sitting like this, you shut up and you say. This is called Dvaitam. Previously also I was Dvaitin, now also I am Dvaitin. After all study, Murari Bhadri, and therefore, before study, I was Advaitin. I am different from you, you are different from me, everybody is different from everything else. You don't require study for that. You don't need physics to find out matter is matter, energy is energy. Energy is not visible, but you can feel the presence. You can feel the presence. How? Remove the plug and then put your hand. You can feel the presence. But even though you won't tell us so what was like, but we will learn from seeing you stiff, we will know. We will realize. Energy is energy, matter is matter. For this you don't require any Tata knows this. Anybody knows this. But to know both are one, you require to know science. You require to know physics. You must be a science student. And you know about this equation and all that, at least in your master's. And master's degree should be not one of these master's degree you get. There are some soft universities. There they can give you how to cultivate okra. And then you can get one master's degree. And so whatever, then how to make curtains in the home. And so these curtains and all that, they call it homekeeping, housekeeping. And then what they call one, there is one thing is there. Home science. Home science. Home science. Even our forefathers, parents, all of them knew how to keep a home. Even a cave, how to keep a cave. And free from being damp. They all knew. And therefore, all our forefathers knew. Even gorillas knew. So you do the science. Now it's made into a science. Very nice. I am very happy about it. But you can't know the equation, that's what I say. This energy matter equation, you will not know. You will not know. These soft degrees are available. Very soft degrees. And you can get PhD also. And you can join a soft university. And then afterwards you can give courses, soft courses. And there will be always some soft people coming. So there is no problem. As long as soft people are there, and then you will get also this. So I am not very critical, but I want to say you have to study, you have to know, and you need physics in order to understand matter-energy equation. Vedanta you need to study, not to know everything is dual, but if there is anything non-dual. Equation. Jiveshwara equation. Jiva is Ishvara. The individual is the cause of the entire Jagat. For this you require Vedanta. After studying Vedanta, because there are people who interpret the Vedanta to confirm your original knowledge. Yeah, that is why I say these theologies are deadly. Because they block the possibility of finding the truth of oneness. Nothing is more deadly than this kind of theologies. They close the doors once and for all. Only Bhagavan has to help them. Next Janma, not in this Janma. This Janma door is closed. It's a great disservice done to humanity. Don't say anything, let them figure it out. They will find out, somewhere they will stumble upon something. That will trigger a line of inquiry and that will lead the person to discover. That's how it should be. And therefore, this dvayagamaha, anirmoksha prasangaha, advaita hani, vedanta mata hani, that is advaita hani. So the hani means the destruction of the vision of Vedanta, that is non-dual, oneness, and jnanamiti shrutihi. Yataha, because jnanat, so jnanamiti shrutihi. Shruti points out jnanam is the moksha hetu. The moksha also is gone. Anirmoksha prasangaha. Jnanam is the hetu. Advaita hani and anirmoksha prasangaha. Moksha also is not possible. So, now, a certain, in the Yoga Shastra, Hatha Yoga, in all that, in Ashtanga Yoga, Hatha Yoga, you have certain disciplines. And these disciplines are revealed by certain words. And in the pursuit of this knowledge, so these disciplines which are mentioned by certain words are given a certain meaning in keeping with the teaching. This is another style. Suppose you say, in our rituals, we say, I am offering this. When he is Purna, what I can offer? When he is the whole, what I can offer? Your offering is to see that he cannot be offered. So this kind of a, you recast the word to give you a theme for contemplation. So every word becomes a theme for contemplation. Therefore, till the end of this Shastra, you will find themes for contemplation. So that's being introduced, and it's wonderful. The whole thing is a very nice section. Then we will be able to finish it, I suppose. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.